I think if you really stop and think about this and understand that, how much the lymphatic system is at issue here. That any way you look at health and symptomology, symptoms, you're going to find the lymphatic system always sitting there involved. Always. And so when you approach that understanding, and you understand that in anatomy and physiology, we still have things to learn. And we must come back to the gigantic sewer / immune system of the human body, the great lymphatic system, and gain a newfound respect for this system. Because this is the symptom, or the system, of all inflammation, of acidosis, of the breakdown, the mutation of tissue, of the cancer side or the damaged cells, that sort of thing. Look at that gigantic sewer system. So when you understand that cells in the body can be damaged or weakened by these acids, very rarely invasion, but let's say you have cells that are invaded by Sprirochetes. Let's just say that for an example. You understand that your immune system is designed to take these cells and terminate them. And generally, the spot of termination is in the lymph nodes, not interstitial. But you have a stagnant, major system, remember 3 to 4 times bigger than the blood. It has become dehydrated because of the acidosis, of the acids that system is required to deal with. And the unawareness of humans in the fact that dietary consumption must be on the predominantly base side to maintain an equilibrium of chemistry in the human body. So let's go back and thinking about cells that are damaged, and the body has to get rid of them. When you have a stagnant, dehydrated, lipid-based fluid, that's what you're seeing most of the symptoms man deals with. And when you see that and you realize that cells must be taken and constantly broken down by macrophages in the lymph nodes. Not through the blood, through the lymph system and in the lymph nodes. You start to understand when those lymph nodes are blocked and full and swollen, and the pathway of movement through the kidneys and the skin is blocked, and there's no filtration, then you don't have a way to get these cells to the lymph nodes. So you're going to have a raging decay in the tissue itself. And that's what you see. And this is still all about stagnation and a lack of filtration through the 3 kidneys of the human body. Remember, the skin being the 3rd kidney, and you're going to go to the thyroid to look at the skin. Because if you're not getting into the mid-97s basal temperature-wise, you're not going to be sweating well. And if you don't sweat well, you're not going to be able to keep cleaning subcutaneously, meaning right under the skin, which is hooked to the lymph nodes. And of course, all this system is hooked kidneys, lymph nodes, skin, interstitial cells. That's why it's so important to keep this system, this sewer system, moving. Because if it's backed up, it's no different than backing up in your house and overflowing out of your toilet. And that's what's happening. So when this begins to happen, cysts and tumors and boils and pimples are formed. pustulus. It's the lymph system finding a way to express itself outwardly, to get itself, the body, to get these wastes outside of itself. And it struggles in any way and every way possible to do that. Look at all the skin conditions. Those are lymphatic conditions. And for a dermatologist not to understand the lymph system and acids and the relationship of that skin confuses me. No, the way the medical doctors have treated and used this ridiculous concept of diseases has left a lot of people literally ratted out. Time we all come together as practitioners and unite at these higher levels of healing and change the scope of our healing on the planet.